Understand that we have now our Dr. Masi Korir joining me by way of phone from Milimani Courts. Thank you so much for joining us, Masi. So talk to us about the reactions of the officials of the doctors' unions after this direction by the judge.
Thank you very much, Betty. The entire union officials and their membership have been jubilant and are celebrating the 5-day extension of the suspended sentence by Justice Lady Helen Wasilwa. The justice said that the extension of this suspended sentence is in public interest because the doctor strike is something that has been of public interest. And the doctors are celebrating and they are seeing this as a lifeline for them to be able to go back to the table and have discussions and the negotiations ongoing. The doctors' legal team was Mr. Washika and Mr. Chenga, and Senator for Makueni, Senator Mutula Kilonzo was in presence, and later Senator for Mombasa, Senator Omar, who are friends of the court. And the doctors are quite happy, and now the procession has proceeded on to the railway club, where doctors will have their own doctors' assembly, after which now they'll be able to give us a way forward on what next. Will they be able to meet the deadline of having these negotiations in the next 5 days before they come back before the justice on the 31st of January, or will the strike still be on after those 5 days? The application by the legal team of the Doctors' Union was to the other respondents, that's the Council of Governors and the Attorney General, who have been given also 3 days to respond to the application to extend this suspended sentence. And we expect that in the next 3 days we'll have a response from the Council of Governors and from the Attorney General. And also in 5 days we expect feedback from the doctors, depending on how their negotiations will go on, moving on from today. Betty.
Right, Masi, what informed this decision seemingly? Because the law is the law. Did you gather any information as to just how the judge came to this decision?
Okay. The judge says it's because the matter of the doctor's strike is in public interest, so it behooves her to extend to 5 days so that this matter, which is of grave concern, remember that doctor's strike not only causes deaths but also suffering of those who are left orphaned or whose loved ones depart. So she's looking at this as a matter of public interest and hence giving them 5 more days for discussions and negotiations to go on, hoping that a conclusion will have been reached by then, Betty.
Right, and talking about that conclusion, Masi, just before I let you go, where are we at in regards to the negotiations between the doctors and the government?
Okay, the last negotiations that we had wind of was that the doctors and the national government had gone through the collective bargaining agreement clause by clause, and most of the issues were not contentious except the Appendix A. Now, the national government gave the doctors a redrafted collective bargaining agreement, which the doctors distanced themselves from, saying it's not what they had discussed and not what they had agreed with the government. And so we expect that they'll go back to the table, they'll refine that collective bargaining agreement. Remember that the doctors have been categorical that they do not want a return to work formula, but rather they want a collective bargaining agreement registered and implemented for them to go back to work. So whether they will relax this stand so that a solution is gotten in the next 5 days is what we are yet to see, and it's something we'll definitely follow so that we can be able to update Kenyans, Betty.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Masi Korir, there reporting from the Milimani Law Courts. As you can see, the doctors have started their procession to the Railway Club, where they will be having a meeting and chart the way forward. What really happens after the 5-day period elapses, we'll be getting to hear that from their point of view, from our reporter, Dr. Masi Korir. Or let's come